everybody, it's Stefan. This week we're talking about gender in the media, and so I've got some books and some music and I got some movies and stuff like that to show you. So, I guess we'll start with books. A lot of people already said some of the ones I have, so I'll skip them. Let's see. I have Just Dead Hormones, and this is good because it's like memoirs, but then also a lot of definitions and stuff about the process of transitioning from female to male. So memoirs are always good. Let's see. Gendered Bodies. I haven't read it all the way through. I'm a lot like Sam in that I collect gender books and I peruse them and I read part of them, but then I don't finish them, so whatever. Gendered Bodies is good because it talks a lot about the relationship between people and their bodies and certain parts of the body that are gendered and what happens in different situations where it talks about, I don't know, disability and how that changes the dynamics of your body, and being in prison, being in the military, how the body can be political, yeah, procreation, just all sorts of different ways that the body can be gendered. And let's see, Julia Serrano's Whipping Girl. This is an excellent book that I haven't read all the way through again. But basically, it's a transsexual woman writing about the scapegoating of femininity. So even in the feminist movement, how femininity itself is equated with frivolity and weakness and things like that. So it's not necessarily the transition from male to female that's problematic, but why would you want to be female kind of thing. So I definitely have to finish that, but I've heard very, very good things about it. The Transgender Study Reader, if you have a lot of time on your hands. This has a lot of excerpts from Leslie Feinberg, from Kate Bornstein, just all the fabulous gender pioneers, all into one, so that's good. And then on a lighter note, I just got this in the mail. Supervillains. It's a trans guy and a trans lady, and they have superpowers, and apparently there's epic battles in dyke bars, so I definitely have to read that and find out what that's about. Alright, in terms of movies and TV and stuff, Tipping the Velvet is one of my first gender-bendy movies that I got. It has lots of drag king kind of stuff in it, and it's fabulous. It takes place in Victorian times, and it's really, really long, but definitely good. So, that's fun. The L Word, of course. Sam talked a little bit about how Max is problematic being a trans character, and I totally agree. And just gender in general is really problematic in the L Word, because even the people who are like supposed to be butch really aren't that butch. They're like really femmed up. Like Shane and Tasha, like they're all supposed to be like kind of tough, but they're kind of also not. So I don't know. And then Max was the closest thing to a butch, and then he transitioned. So yeah, L Word. I definitely watch it, but I have things to say about it. Let's see. In terms of music, you guys should definitely check out Athens Boys Choir. It's this one trans guy, and he's absolutely fabulous. I'll put some links over there. And I will also put links to the Kliks, which is a relatively new group, I guess, but the front man is a no-ho post-op trans guy, so that's fun. And yeah. Also, I will put a link to Joshua Klipp, who is an FTM singer, and his most famous thing is that he's the first trans guy that we know of that has recorded a duet using his preety and his post-testosterone voice, like together in the same song. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, let's see. Um, hmm. Oh, and I also have this really, really awesome book of transgender erotica, and it's really fabulous and talks about trans people in a sexy but not fetishizing kind of way. So it's completely respectful and good and whatever if you're into erotica. And but yeah, it's gender variant people, so it's strap-ons and it's oh wow, you weren't quite what I was expecting, but it's awesome. So lots of awesomeness. But unfortunately, someone who likes to make a cameo in all of our videos thus far still hasn't returned it to me. So if you're out there and listening, please return my erotica someday. Thank you. Yeah, so, hmm. Just to give you guys a little bit of background as to what I do in urban planning, since it's so like non-gender related seemingly. Here's some planning books that have to do with gendering the city, which is really cool. Basically, it talks about how like public spaces are male spaces and private spaces are female spaces and stuff like that, like traditionally. Also, gender and planning, since men and women and others have different needs from space around them. And also body space. Um, Body space talks a lot about the place of performance in gender and sexuality, and I don't know, it's about how space and place and all that good stuff that ends in ace has a gender lens, and so we view the world around us through our certain gendered lenses, and how there's differences between global and local and public and private space and transgression of boundaries and stuff like that. So yay. So that's a little bit about what I do in urban planning that's gender related, and yeah, so I definitely need to read a lot more of the books that I have on my shelf, and hopefully that might be my summer project, assuming that I get into a gender studies program. So hopefully I'll know about that pretty soon, and till then, I'll catch you later. Bye.